for Lisa Roma.
If everyone be so kind, if you can hear me, raise one hand in the air. If you can hear the sound of this voice, put one hand in the air. There we go. There we go. It's beautiful, guys. Thank you, guys.
Okay, let's welcome Lisa Roma. Let's give her a big hand. Somebody, okay. Lisa, it's all yours.
This is a song that I was inspired to write. It's part of a musical that I'm writing, and I was inspired to want to share the song as a prelude to Lisia's talk. Grandmother Lisia is going to be talking after this song, so it really would be a good idea if you listen to the lyrics of the song. It's very...
Can we have everybody's attention, please? Because we're coming back in this... Shh. I know it's a long night and a beautiful night. Thank you all for being here. Please give attention to Lisa Roma as she performs. Thank you.
Just got 3 introductions. Oh, I love you, everybody. Nothing can stand in our way. Perhaps they're ignoring us because we're ignoring our own. Feed the hungry. Home the homeless, give thanks for what we've got. Though we may not be alone. Tornadoes and tsunamis, the sacrificial angels rise. Oh, we're only human in this race. Can we hear each other face to face? Bearing witness to the universe, watching people die here on the golden year, the nautilus throughout the land. Everything heaven is in our hands. Everything heaven is in our hands. In our And now, give it up for our grandmother Deja.
Yes. I would like to God Shepherd to come to the stage and stay sitting here with me. Shepherd, come to sit here. There is Zion, there is Dana, there's the doctor's sister, Rosemary, and there's my other one. Yes, yes. Nana, and the little one there. What's her name there? And sing number one. Yeah. I don't know. to recognize the children of the planet Earth, to adore the children of the planet Earth. Not only the little ones, but the ones who never grew up. How many of you in this audience have never grew up? Raise your hands. Well, I'm a minister too, you know. I'm a minister with Faith Restoration Churches. And we are all over the world to help people. I'm also an elder by birth. And my grandmothers, my Italian grandmothers and European, and my indigenous grandmother, Tupi Guarani, which they just found a branch of my tribe in Mato Grosso, Amazon, near the Amazon, that speaks pure language. The language is pure. No attachment to any other. How many of you here speak another language other than English? Raise your hands, please. Isn't it wonderful? Tell me, come on. Yes. Okay. And when we do speak another language, we are speaking the language of the earth and the universe. It is a song that comes from within ourselves. It is our duty as inhabitants of the earth to teach others how to do the same. I have a friend, an adopted brother, 2 feathers here, who speaks Cherokee. Now, Tupi Guarani is taught in São Paulo, Brazil, at the universities as a curriculum. I went to Loyola University in New Orleans, Louisiana, and I got a scholarship for that, in Sorbonne that I was going to get a scholarship. They say, well, some people told me, well, you are an Indian, you're Brazilian, you're going to France? I said, no, because I am in Brazil. Brazil was military, took over at that time. It was killing every one of the teenagers, and I was a big mouse. My family said, you're going to go either to France or you're going to the United States. You stay there until this is over. But it was never over. We became Republican, everybody voted again. The reason I'm telling you this, I heard so many panelists here tonight, and they're right. Many people, I do not listen. I listen to my elders, always. Our descendants from different parts of the world create different scenarios, okay? When I discovered that I was part Portuguese, Italian, Greek, German, and then a little bit only Tupi Guarani. I said to myself, why in the world I got mixed up with these people who create wars? And then I learned and I ask questions all the time. And I say, well, that's the mirror of myself. That's me, there. And I can't be against me, because you are part of me. Like most of grandmothers told many, many times, we can't hide yourself behind closed doors. You know why? You have to awaken the spirit within you. Inside of you, there is a beautiful universal spirit that wants to wake up. Basically, I was Catholic through my Italian grandmother and Tupi Guarani, and I never gave away my beliefs in the Creator in a different way. In such a way, the way I'm saying this, because I'm different than everybody spoke tonight, and I not mean different because I'm better than anybody, because I'm not. And I don't want to be. Because the success of my brother and success of my sister is the same as me. Everybody that has a better record out, the CD or whatever, I say, ooh, this is great. Everybody that creates something beautiful for this planet and the universe, I say it is great. I close my eyes and I pray. I say, Creator, please create more. If you are going to give birth to more children, tell them to create things to get this planet better. In the Amazon, I have friends there, I have tribes that I know. They are suffering now because their lands were taken away because they had cleared to make it room for soybean, for coconut oil, for whatever they think it is. Oh, and grow cows. My vegetarian friends get so sad, and I agree with them. I'm not yet totally vegan, but I'm trying very hard. And I will make it this year. I will. My Indian grandmother, thank you. My Indian grandmother will make my Italian grandmother pray to the chickens, to the cows before they did the damage. And my Italian grandmother said, I already said a Holy Mary. And my grandmother, she looked at her and she said, that's not enough. You have to do more than that. Because my Indian grandmother was pure vegetarian. I don't blame people who like me because I used to when I was a teenager. That's all I knew. And then they told me, you have to learn how to kill that rooster, because if you don't know how to kill the thing you're going to eat, you shouldn't eat. So I had to get that rooster drunk. And I did. And then, it's stories like that that the elders do. They learn and they teach, they pass right to you. But you're going to pass the right to your children, if you have children. And don't even think because you don't have your biological children, because all the children on the planet are yours. We have an obligation to take care of them. You can't avoid it, and you don't want to avoid it. Besides that, the other day, and lately I've been kind of a little sad about killing here, killing here. I said, these people don't really know that in every part of the world, if you stick your hand on the soil, I used to do that as a teenager and a kid, go and stick my hand on the soil in different areas of the property in southern Brazil. And it was different color. There's a reason the Creator made that way. The flowers are beautiful, different. The earth is so colorful in all different directions. Because we are different. The divine create that way because vive la différence. The difference that we care in our heart. And from time to time, maybe some of us get away from being away down there. We start the evolution of our souls and our spirits. We become one with the Creator forever. The article that I wrote for Inner Realm, it's over there, you have a copy. Last year I wrote another one. I had 3 important dreams. The Creator and the angels came to me in a certain way, and not the angels with the wings. There's no such a thing as angels with wings. So they came to me and they said, do you know where the soil really came from? I said to myself, Oh, maybe the universe. You got it. So I keep thinking and meditating, and I wrote, we are the one with the universe. Really one with the universe. And the Bible says, and I know the Bible, most of it in 6 languages. I read all the books that pertain to the history of humanity because my wishes, I asked the Creator, can we please make all the humans that they are no longer humans, they're spiritual beings, and they are so connected with you, they no longer have to hurt the earth. They no longer have to hurt themselves. They no longer have to be selfish. They no longer have to be greedy. They want to share. They care. They dare to care. Can we really dare to care and share this planet and really be together with the divine, universal, powerful force? Can we? Yes. Is it true? Yes. Okay. From now on, Planet Earth is going to send some information either on the internet or you call them. For every person that has a beautiful idea how to create a better planet, how your children are going to different universities and they have different ideas how to create a more practical mode of transportation that we don't have. In the future, actually, we were going to be able to go without any transportation. Trust me. The dreams I had, they were very clear. There's a beautiful dance meditation that I do in Central Park called Pan Eurythmy. Many people all over the world are doing. And I have Nevenka and some of the other beautiful people, Christina and some of the others, and Judy and some of the others, that come to Central Park. Guruji also did, right? Okay, there's you. Stand up, please, Guruji. Tell me that the Indian brother went to dance with us.
Yes,
thank you.
Dance.
Yes.
People stand in a circle, enjoy.
Yes.
Explain. Come and join with them.
Thank you. That is not just a dance. Ben Saduno created that dance. He was a mystic from Bulgaria. He was a beautiful spiritual man. He received a message from the Divine Creator. He said, if we put all the people together to pray and dance together without attaching to any religion whatsoever, just God, the Divine Creator, just the Creator, so we will be in peace and love forever. But you not only have to put that in the spiritual way, but in a practical way. When we join hands and dance, all the energy is so pure, really pure. Huh? Yes. So we are going to start a new thing with Planet Earth. We're going to really make you think. And we have to work for a better planet. How you work for a better planet? How you work for a better planet? Who has an idea? We stop using the things that hurt the planet. We stop using a lot of oil. We stop eating meat because it hurts more to grow a cow than a car. You know what a cow does, all right? Okay, so that's the thing. Think about it. We are going to work together. And I hope that I can see you in Central Park. And also, I'm working on a program to eliminate malnutrition around the world. And you can see Dr. Dan Silva all the way over there. That's what I work with too. And I work with Sierra Club, the Greenpeace. I mean, you name it and I do, and the Audible Society. side, other one. I work for so many organizations, and I want to work more. That you guys correct what's going on with the planet Earth. And listen to your neighbors, say hello to your neighbors. Don't be alienated like grandmother said. Grandmother Shirley, she says hello in the city of New York. I do too. Say hello to someone or some people that you don't even know, of a different color, different ethnic group, different languages. You make a terrific universe of doing that way. And the divine is rooted right into your heart. Awake the divine creator inside of you. I love you very much, my brothers and sisters. Aho. He's asking where in Central Park. It's Sherry Hill, right on the side of Bethesda Fountain. Every Sunday, it starts at 9:30 in the morning. It's from the first day of spring to the first day of fall. And you're all welcome with our website, hispanioritme.org.
If you're facing north, the trees and the hill to the left is where Rhythmy takes place among those group of trees. It's a beautiful ceremony. Thank you, grandmother. Okay. Okay, so you want to play? Are you going to sing? Jean? We do have to be out by 11:30. So, thank you. Sorry. Andy, how much we introduced you? Okay. One of the great elders of our community who's been present and conscious and leading people forward for, at least I've known her for 25 years. She was the president of FION. She's one of the people who help us awaken to this passage in life, from life to death. She's doing a lot of that lately. Jane Janu, are you ready to come up? All right, let's give Jane Janu, one of the great elders of this community, a big hand. You want to use the stand? Sure. Here we go. This is an interactive, so pay attention.
Yes, this is
Okay, guys. Now it's our time. This is a conversation. And I really mean a conversation. We've heard a lot of fabulous wisdom. I kept listening to all the speakers and all the various suggestions and ideas and practices that people were sharing. And I thought, well, what are we going to do? It's all been shared. There is nothing more. But then I realized, you know what? That's just silly. And the question is, really, and I want you to pay attention and share this with one another. Find somebody maybe that you don't know right nearby that you can turn to and have a conversation. It's only going to be a short conversation, unfortunately. The question is, what are you doing to be more in touch with Mother Earth, to be more in touch with all the qualities and all the things that we've talked about and shared tonight? You know, I want to just give you an example. You don't have to save the earth. But you do need, I think, in order to be authentic in the world, is somehow practice in your daily life something that you care about. I grew up in this city, uptown, in a pretty secluded world for the first 11 years of my life, and then I moved away, the family moved away, we went here and there and so forth. And I came back about 36, 37 years ago. And what I noticed when I came back was nobody talks to anybody. I imagine most of you have noticed that. Well, I thought, well, that's really weird. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to talk to people. So I started with saying good morning when I went out the door to the doorman, and how are you? And what a crummy day, or what a beautiful day, whatever. Just interacting. And I'd head down the street, and I had a game I played with myself. To see how many eyes I could catch their eye and smile, and then maybe even say, hi. One of the wonderful things about getting old is you can say anything to anybody. Nobody cares, you know. So I had permission, I felt, to just speak out. And it didn't matter who it was or what they were or that I'd ever see them again. But it was sort of a game to see how many people I could speak to and have a response, get at least an eye contact. You know, the bus driver. It's hard on the subway to talk to the guy driving the subway, but you talk to people who sit next to, and it's really fun. So that was my entry back into New York, into changing the environment I was living in, or that I found there. So I'm going to ask you to think about and share with somebody something that you were really actively engaged in. Do you recycle your garbage? You know that's possible in this city? Yeah. And it goes into the land, it goes into all the gardens and all over the city, the 5 boroughs. And it gets re-energized and used again. There are lots and lots of things we can do without spending a lot of money or just being involved in what we care about. So let's just spend a few minutes here. Find a partner, turn and say, so what are you doing to connect with Mother Earth in your life? Okay? You got about 3 or 4 minutes apiece. So I'm going to call you and tell you when your time is up. Okay? Go for it. let the other person talk. Okay, be winding up your conversations. We're going to get on to the next phase of this game. Wow, that's pretty good. You guys are really trained. Now, what I'm going to ask you is, did you learn something? Did you find out something new? Did you get a new insight? Anybody who would like to share something that they learned from this little conversation, come up here to the microphone and share it with the rest of us. So you give ideas to other people. Here comes somebody good.
It's like, it was like, I was just talking to somebody. Oh, and I have a favorite song. And it's like, oh, well, I'm not doing anything big or dynamic. And I say, good. Because, I used to lead music in church. And then after I got out, all these pious people said, oh, what's your mission now? What's your ministry now? And I said, one at a time. Thank you. So small is good. If someone smiles at you, fine, but you probably save the life of their face.
Yeah, thank you. Right, small is good. Small is good. That's good to hear in this great big city where sometimes you feel so anonymous. Okay, who else had something that they picked up in their conversation this evening? I'm having some hugs back there, that's a good thing. Well, I want to tell you something that, it's amazing how life takes us different paths. But back in the 80s, a young friend of mine, called me up one day and said, I found them. I said, what are you talking about? She said, they were up at Harlem Hospital. And I said, what are you, I don't know what you're talking about. She said, it's the children. They have HIV and they're up there. That's where they are. And so I thought, and it said that there's nobody taking care of them. That's very strange. So anyway, I took myself up to Harlem and got myself enrolled in being a volunteer on the floor where the kids were. And a lot of them had parents, but a lot of them didn't have any family there. And I ended up spending about 8 or 10 years. I'd go up there as a volunteer. We'd play with the toys, we'd read books, and just getting to know one another. But what I noticed was, over those years, there were no cures, for HIV in those days. Those were the early days, and there was no protocols. But what I noticed, these children, and they were from newborns to teenagers, they had no fear. Yes, thank you. And they had no fear of death at all. And I thought, that's very interesting. So I wondered about that. And I took myself down to the library and I started talking to different people. And somebody said, well, you should write up some stories about this. So the result of that was a collection of folk tales from around the world and throughout time about life, death, and beyond. And why it is that, how did we ever get so afraid of death? And I'll read you a very short one. But from that, just about 5 or 6 years ago, a fellow in Switzerland started collecting people who had wanted to talk about death. And he called these gatherings of death cafes, and now they're all over the world. And I heard about it on NPR and said, well, that's a good idea. So I started with it. I now host 2 a month. But the point is, it's exploring things in new ways. And I think if there's one thing that we can do, that I can help do in this world, it's lower the fear of death. You know, it's behind all the violence in the world. War is all based on fear of death. All the violence that gets created daily and individually and with groups is based on fear of death. So if we could get rid of that fear of death, you know, it's our birthright. Nobody gets out of this world alive. So the more you talk about that and have conversations about that and interact and to explore, then it becomes familiar and not scary. Here's a little story that comes from the native people, and that's the end. It comes from the native people of New Mexico. It's called The Song of the Hunter. I have killed the deer. I have crushed the grasshopper and the plants he feeds upon. I'm having trouble reading this in the dark. I don't need you to hold it, I just need more light. Maybe a little more light. Okay. I have crushed the grasshopper that he feeds upon. I've crushed the plants that he feeds upon. Okay. Not sure if we're able to finish this. I don't need you right now. Thank you very much. Just let me finish. Thank you. Good. Great. I'm going to finish this up and just say that he lists all the things that he brings death, creates their death in his life, and he leads life for him to live. And so he says, when I die, I want to give back what's been made possible, my life, to all, so that life can continue on. And life and death balance one another. We all need one another. We need life from others, and we can give life back to others. So I suggest that if you think about that when you get up in the morning, what can I give? My life has been given to me. What can I give back to bring life to others? That's kind of a good place to start. Okay? So, thank you.
So that was very beautiful, Jane Vigneault. Let's have another round of applause for Jane Vigneault. That's what happens when you try to infuse any kind of plan on the feminine energy, right? So, thank you again, Jane, that was beautiful. So right now I have the distinct honor to be up here and introduce one of my best friends, my peace partner, the founder of Planet Heart, the one who's dedicated 9 years to creating this event and to bringing everyone together, and he's going to share some of his channeling and poetry and music, and he's asked me to accompany him. So everyone, please put your hands together for Andrew Kane, Reawaken.
Hello, everybody. Rick Golfick on keyboards. Can you please accompany me? And Cordell up with me to open up the poem I'm about to share.
We'll begin with a very short meditation. So if everyone can close your eyes, feet on the ground, you can stand too, whatever you're comfortable with. Let's connect to the spirit at the center of the earth, like a heartbeat radiating for all of the minerals, all of the plants, all of the animals, all of the human souls that have ever lived, vibrate with the pulse at the center of the earth. You can connect to this anytime and just allow. Just receive these energies as they rise up through the earth, through your feet, up the legs, up to your waist, grounding you, clarifying this present moment. We rise up into the belly, relaxing into the joyousness of creation, the positive anticipation of things to come, the laughter. Now we rise up to the solar plexus, the seat of our courage, of our forward momentum, of the organizing principle that ties all of us together.